I don't know what to say. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
A whole lot of people will be like, I want to start by saying this. Money makes the world go round. And you need to understand this and understand this very well without understanding. Finance makes things easier in all ramification. See, I called it 7 ways to make a woman happy without money. I didn't say 7 ways to make a woman joyful without money. Now let me break it down. Let me break it down.
All right.
Now listen to me.
Hey.
Happiness is a function of happenings. The things that happens around you. So when I say 7 ways to make a woman happy without money, I'm simply saying 7 ways to positively influence the happenings around your lady.
Hey,
so let me come home. If you want to say ways to make a woman joyful, number 1, give her money. Number 2, give her more money. Number 3, give her much more money, and even give her your ATM card. She'll be joyful, because you see, joy is a most intense feeling. If you check the dictionary for the definition of the word joy, you'll find out that joy, according to what I checked here, you see, joy is a stronger feeling. We experience joy when we achieve selflessness to the point of personal sacrifice. You see, so when you give sacrificially, you create an atmosphere of joy for the woman. So we're not talking about how to make a woman joyful. We are talking about how to make a woman happy without money. Are you with me right now? So understand, it's all a different ball game entirely. Now listen to this. If you want to make a woman joyful, give her money. But if you want to make a woman happy without money, these 7 things will cut across board. They will help you. Now, number 1 is be sincere with her. Women love men who are sincere. And I'm so sorry to the men, with all apologies. We have very, very few men in this generation who are sincere. There's a video trending right now at Villa of a young man who was on his way to wed his wife, and then the woman found out he has been sleeping with her chief bridesmaid and called off the wedding. It's on Instablog right now as I speak with you.
Wow. Yeah. Called off the wedding.
Called off the wedding. Now, what am I saying in a nutshell? Even if you will cheat as a brother, is it with her chief bridesmaid? Is it with her best friend? Because her chief bridesmaid is her best friend. Be sincere with her.
My God.
You see, oftentimes comedians and people will say the brain is the one that is educated. The one down there is not educated. Yes, we understand. But there is something called dentesh epicure. You need to know how to... dentesh epicure means self-control.
Self-control.
You need to understand your restriction. Don Jazzy said something yesterday. If you check online, it's currently trending. It's on Tunde Ednot's page.
Don Jazzy said
he cannot marry one woman and stay focused and stay with her. You, it's possible you can do it. He said, but for him, he cannot do it.
He can appreciate other women.
God bless you. I'm happy you heard it. So you understand that you can be sincere with yourself, but when it comes to the woman, she expects you to be very sincere with her. Because let me tell you this, your $1 million cannot buy her happiness if you are not sincere. If she knows you are not sincere, she will not put her whole heart in that, except she's in the relationship for your money. If a woman knows you are not sincere, she can never be happy. Why? Because the happenings around goes against the law of sincerity. That's deep. The happenings around goes against the law of sincerity. So, number 1, be sincere with her. Women appreciate men who are honest with them and puts nothing off. Tell her. Number 2, let's run to number 2. Compliment her. Compliment her. Women love men who are blessed with verbal powers. You know, women are moved by what they hear.
Yes,
and
sir.
men are moved by what we
see.
see. So
Yes.
when we see something, our heart skips. We want to go after it. But women are moved by what they hear. Now, let me shock you. The first woman that was ever created, when she was formed, now man was created, women were formed. Let's balance that. So men and women are not the same thing. When next I have time, I'm going to do a series with you. 7 differences between man and woman. Don't tell me he has a dick, she has a private part. No. I'm going to give you 7 differences between a man and a woman that you don't know. That is not out there. Divine revelations. Okay? Now, let's get this and get this clear. When the first woman was dropped in the Garden of Eden, what happened? She just saw this strange man and she was looking at him. And the man began to speak. Bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman because she was taken out of my rib. The man began to rap. He began to say all manner of things. And immediately, the woman got glued and fell in love with him. What am I saying in a nutshell? The woman was moved to him by virtue of what he was saying. Now, let me shock you. Peradventure, he said nothing. And he was just looking like Dundee. And he was expecting the woman to come and speak to him. I'm very sure that chimpanzee would have slept with that woman.
Or lion, sir.
Or even lion. Are you getting me, sir?
Yes.
Because she would have assumed that, okay, maybe he's not man enough. The baboons would have taken over. But because he was fast, he was precise, he was calculating, he did that. Now, every man must have a skill called the skill to compliment. If whether you are right or wrong, just compliment her. Refuse to allow her new hairstyle go without a compliment. How can a woman do a new hairstyle and come around pass your front 15 times and you don't see it?
I wonder.
Come on, you need to see it. You need to be given to details. Women love men who compliment them. Spot the difference. There's a game we used to play when we were much younger. Spot the difference. And then you want to spot the difference between one picture and
the other. Yes.
When she leaves your sight and comes back, try to spot the difference. Have you ever gone for a job interview and you see a woman at the other side of the panel? How do you win her heart? Compliment her. Ma, you have very wonderful nails. Ma, you have very nice voice. Your voice makes me want to serve under you more. She will be given to you now. You have wooed her into liking you. Compliment her. You know, it hurts when you fail to appreciate a woman you are in love with. Because hear me, nature abhors vacuum. If you don't appreciate her, someone else will. You think the reason why women are cheating? Let me give you a story. A woman called her husband. She was with a guy she was going out with. So she called her husband and said, honey, I am going out with my best friend. We're going to see a movie. We'll come back home late. And the man was like, your best friend? Who is your best friend? And the lady said, Jennifer. Now, meanwhile, the man was currently on the bed on top of Jennifer. He was on the bed on top of Jennifer. While his wife was saying she's going out
with the same Jennifer.
With Jennifer. And meanwhile, she was with another man. So Jennifer said to him, you see, I told you your wife is cheating. Now, the friend has gone ahead to betray her friend. Why? Because she has been hearing her friend complaining, my husband doesn't compliment me. My husband doesn't compliment me. My husband doesn't. So that's why I'm doing this. Now, eventually, the friend took advantage of that little space. So you don't compliment her, but you compliment me. So let me step in. And that was it. That home was messed up forever. Just because of one simple thing. Compliments.